Hi guys, it's Jen here, the Diamond Painting Gamer. Welcome to another Christmas kit up and chat. Today I am going to kit up the Christmas tree. So what I will do is I'm going to make a playlist for all these videos. I've already done one kit up and chat for Christmas, which I haven't uploaded yet, but obviously it will be uploaded by the time you've watched this, and hopefully you will have watched it already. So I've kitted up my Christmas buddies, and now I'm doing my Christmas tree. So yeah, I'm kitting up all my Christmas projects now, and then I'm going to work on them throughout November, so they'll all be ready for Christmas essentially. And they're all craft buddy projects, funnily enough. So Christmas tree, lots of green, and actually I've got a feeling there'll be multiple bottles of each one. So I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to put this up, because I don't know how topical to make the chat, but here in the UK we have just recently had Storm Babette. Yep, it was pretty horrific, lots of flooding, particularly up in the northeast of Scotland, and also in sort of central England. I think the Midlands, Derbyshire in particular got it quite bad. So I hope you guys out there weren't affected by it really, and if you were, yeah, my heart goes out to you, and hopefully you'll be able to get things back together again pretty soon. We weren't affected where we are, although we are on the east coast. We were a wee bit further south than where it mainly hit in Scotland. However, in a kind of roundabout way, we were affected. My son, who's at uni in Dundee, he'd actually come down for a couple of days to visit us. Well, when I say visit, he came down to do his washing. Anyway, he was going to be going back up on the Thursday, which was the kind of day the storm was due to hit. And we thought initially he would be fine travelling up, because it was just sort of in Angus and South Aberdeenshire. It was a little bit further up than Dundee. However, on the Thursday morning it said that the red weather warning, so basically red weather warning in the if you're not in the UK, basically means extreme weather and potential danger to life. So obviously they avoid, you know, it's avoid all travel. But the red weather warning was extended to cover Dundee, so we said no, you're not going up. And we had him stay for a few more days, which was lovely. And we all had a nice drive back up to Dundee on Sunday to take him back. So that was really nice, but unexpected. So I thought it would be nice to go for a drive and take him up in the car, rather than have him go in the bus or the train. Well, it would be the bus, because he gets a free bus, you see. So there are a few benefits to being in Scotland compared with the rest of the UK. One of those is if you are under 21, you get free bus travel between the ages of 11 and 21. So basically once they go up to high school, they get what's called a Young Scot card, and that allows them, you know, a variety of different things. And one of the things that it entitles them to is to free bus travel. Not all bus services accept it, but the vast majority do. Certainly all local ones do, and a few of the national ones do. So yeah, so you can get on the bus for free. Very handy. So yes, that was a bit of an unexpected visit. And he's coming down again on Wednesday. Not to see us though, he's coming to see his pals. They're going to see the, well, we're going to write with a diamond painting pen. They're going to go and see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So we're going to have him for, again, later on this week for a couple of days. So that's very nice. Very nice indeed. And while we're on the subject of kids, children, because they are still my babies no matter how old they are, it was my eldest's birthday at the weekend there. And he was 27. Oh my gosh, 27. I've got a 27-year-old. That makes me feel old. He is only a year younger than the age I was when I had him. My light is dropping. I hope. It's just so annoying. I don't think it'll interfere with the video too much, but it does interfere with what I can see. So yeah, he is now 1 year younger. I think 3 Gs. 1 year younger than I was when I had him. So it's very scary. Very scary. But if you don't know, if you're new and you haven't heard me speak about my oldest, he actually lives and works in China. He teaches English at a private school out there. He teaches English to sort of like 5, 6, 7-year-olds, that kind of age group. And it was the last job I ever thought he would ever do. He trained in hospitality, actually. He was a bar supervisor. He was being fast-tracked to management. He did wine tasting courses, whiskey tasting courses, mixology, you know, the whole works. But yeah, he packed it all in and did a TEFL course and went over to teach English in China. And he went over in 2019, literally the summer before you know what hit. So yeah, he went over in September, the end of the summer 2019, and he's been there ever since. So 4 years. And he really enjoys it. So I was a bit wary of him going at first, but in the long run it's probably the best thing he could do, because with what happened during the pandemic, it's, you know, I like to think his job might have been secure because he was in sort of the more of supervisory management role, but it could be that he may have, well, he would definitely have been furloughed, but he might not have had a job at the end of it. So I suppose it all worked out well in the long run. So yeah, that is that. And third thing, so that is number 1 child. So I've covered number 1 child and oh, this is only going to be 2. We've covered number 1 child and we've covered number 3 child. So that leaves number 2 child. Number 2 child is my daughter. She is 24. She's a physiotherapist. Well, she trained in physio, but she hasn't worked in physio for about a year. She's been working instead as an activity coordinator at PGL. So PGL is a company in the UK that runs children's summer camps. So she's been working in the one based on the Isle of Wight, her and her boyfriend. So, and they live in a van, which I suppose is quite good in this day and age. They don't have to worry about rent, and you know, they've got a roof over their heads that they own. So you can look at it that way. But anyway, she has finished her work now for this year, and she is coming up tomorrow. I got a message from her today. She is coming up tomorrow for a week. While they're kind of in between things. So just her, not her boyfriend. She's just come up herself. So it will be lovely to see her, and for a week is excellent. And yeah, I'll get to find out what her plans are, because I don't know. She's kind of a spur of the moment type person, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I think she's thinking of going back to do physio again. She's already had a year out, so she's going to have to locum, I think, for a little while. But that's after they go travelling. So I think they're going travelling again in the winter. Her and her boyfriend went to Spain, France, Portugal and Spain last winter. I think this year they're hoping to go to Italy, Albania and Croatia. So I was like, oh gosh, the weather down that coast in the winter is going to be really bad. It could be quite stormy. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Right, that has taken me up to the end of kitting up for the tree. It's in these Art Dot containers, which is part of the 240 container set. Yeah, 240. So I'm putting all my Christmas stuff in that one container. And you'll see here I've written tree on this little bottle here. So that basically means everything from here on is the tree. Yeah, okay. What I'll do is, but seeing as that was quite short, I might put this on to pause and then kit something else up as well, and combine two things together, so I don't have like a squillion videos. So yeah, I'll find the next thing I want to kit up. I will put this on pause and I shall see you in a moment. Okay, so I'm back. It's the next again day, and the next project I'm going to kit up is the nutcrackers. So I still haven't done any of these projects yet. We're just in the kitting up stage. So I've already labelled the pots, starting off with nut at the front. I've got to go across here and up. So yep, nutcrackers. I think I mentioned earlier, I'm going to have a lot of make up a playlist. I'll probably link the unboxing to this, perhaps on this video. But yes, off we go. Quite a lot of bags in this one, but hopefully it won't take too long. So I'm not too sure if I've got anything really to chat about in this video. I think yesterday when I was kitting up the tree, I was talking about my kids and what they're up to. So I'm expecting my daughter later this evening. She's coming up. for the week. And my youngest should appear sometime tomorrow. He's not coming up to see us, he's coming up to go to cinema with his pals. They're going to see Five Nights at Freddy's, which is out for Halloween. Of course, it's based on a video game. I've played the game a couple of times. It's not really my thing, you know. But it's quite scary. Jump scares. Actually, I don't think it's really that scary. I've played scarier games. I think the scariest game that I've played, well, there's two actually that were quite scary that I've played. One is called Amnesia, and the other one's called Outlast. They're both really scary, because a lot of what happens in those games happens in the dark. And I don't do well if I can't see what's coming. Right, H is next. As I said, this I don't think will take very long. I've already done the pots. Okay, I got called away. But now I'm back. Where have we got to? I think we've got done H, hadn't we? And we're on to I. Yep. So yeah, this shouldn't take much longer. Just 5-10 minutes or so, I think. And then that will be it for the nutcrackers. Oh, I've spilt one. It's a nice yellow. I do like the colours in these nutcrackers actually. Nice and bright. And K. This should, she says, should all go into the one container. These are quite small bags. They're not very big. It's a lovely bright red. That'll be 666, no doubt. I could tell you because the inserts, you know, the key is in the box next to me, but yeah, I think it's 666. Oh dear. Don't know whether you caught that, but my husband just sneezed. He's down the stairs in the living room. Such a loud sneeze. Hear him through two doors and up a flight of stairs. Okay, that's M and N. Oh dear, I'm getting a wee bit tired now. I think it's just when the nights get darker earlier. Yeah, it makes me feel tired. I know a lot of people are affected by the change in the seasons and the weather. I just feel tired. I think it's also because I have the heating on in the house So when it gets darker, it gets colder, I put the heating on, and I think that artificial heat, you know, through the radiators or through the blowy heater, coupled with the darkness, just makes me feel quite sleepy. However, it may also be down to the fact that I've just had a large curry. And I was up until, well, I was watching Cindy's live. Today's Tuesday, right? So I was watching Cindy's live, and I went, I think I said Cheerio around about, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock or something like that. And I thought, well, I'll go to bed because I'm getting quite tired. Didn't I end up scrolling through TikTok for another hour? So, yep. Sorry, Cindy, if you're watching, I blew you off for TikTok. But I had every intention of going to sleep. Right, tea. I think. I wonder if I've got 2 bags the same. Well, maybe not. We'll see what happens when I get to the end. But I think I've got 1 more bag than I should have. Unless the sticky labels come off, because these labels aren't very sticky. They're kind of curling up a wee bit, which will be fine for taking them off at the end once they're finished, because it won't leave any residue, but they might fall off. And V. Oh, I thought they were all out. They weren't. Where did that go? Oh, it's gone here. Okay, and X. Sorry I'm not very chit-chatty now. I was quite chit-chatty earlier. Oh God, I put my foot in it at work again, actually. Well, I did not put my foot in it, but like, I did another thing at work again today. So I was going through some folders in the cupboard, and I talk to myself at work all the time. In fact, the number of times folk have gone, Jennifer, are you talking to me or are you talking to yourself? I'm going, oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself. Anyway, so I'm got my head stuck in this cupboard. I'm looking for a folder, and I'm talking to myself. I'm going, I want a really big one. I want a big one. I need to find a big one. And I was like, oh, there's a big chunky one. And all I heard was this laughter behind me. And it was like, you know, she doesn't work in our department. She works in another department, but we're really good friends. And she's like, what are you saying? She says, I've come in at completely the wrong time. Oh no, I'm looking for a folder. I'm just talking to myself. Yeah. She says, I wondered what you were up to. I'm like, yeah, I know. Now, I'm looking at these bags, and the inside of them look a little bit dusty, so I'm hoping that everything's going to be okay. So a T and E, it's an E I'm missing. So a T, E, and then an E. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to find my labels now, aren't I? So I was missing a thing. Here is me thinking I was doing well. Yeah, I try to kid myself I'm doing well. There we go. Messy kitting up again. I guess there's a bin right next to me and I've just made a big pile of plastic bags just in front of me here. What's this? This is tea, this teeny tiny teardrop and it's got stuck. Gold teeny tiny teardrops. Everybody's favourite special shape type. And E are silver teeny tiny teardrops. Or clear teeny tiny teardrops. And then last but not least we have number 4 and it's these, oops, sort of champagne coloured rounds. Pretty large, got some facets on them, make them nice and sparkly. Okay, that is it. So in this video and in this part, oops, this part of the bang, this part of the case, I have kitted up, first of all it was the Christmas tree, which I did yesterday, which I was significantly more chatty about while I was kitting up. And the second thing I've kitted up are the nutcrackers. So I've only got 2 more things left to kit up, and that is my gnome scroll kit, yeah, gnomes, and my large light up canvas. So yeah, I think I might do them separately. We'll see how many bags and how many colours there are in them, but yeah, that may there may be another, well, it's going to be at least another 1, possibly 2 more videos to come in kitting up for Christmas. So that is it from me for this one. I hope you have enjoyed the kitting ups. First half was a little bit more chit chatty, this one was a wee bit more chilled. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next video, which I think I might take a break from kitting up and do something else, but I will come with the final 1 or 2 kitting up videos shortly. Anyway, I am aiming to have everything kitted up by the end of the month, which is a week away. So as I said, that is it from me. Thank you very, very much for taking your time, or spending your time, or taking time to spend time with me perhaps, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, cheerio guys.